Hi, Linda. Hi, Linda. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wonderful. Hello, and how are you today?
Fine. I took a math class this afternoon.
A math class? Ah, I see. How are you at math? I'm not very good at math myself.
Me too.
Great. Let's see. Well, I think I thought we could continue the practice test today, but I thought we could do it a little bit differently than last week. So I thought perhaps we could go over the questions together and maybe talk about how to think about some of the questions and how to maybe ways that we can approach the test aside from just whether or not we know the answer to the question, but how we can sort of deduce the answer sometimes if we're not sure about it.
About interview?
I'm sorry, say again?
Is that about interview?
No, about the TOEFL, the practice test.
Speaking English?
Yeah, the exam, the practice exam that we were doing. So I think the first thing to think about is okay. So an important thing to remember is that, like most tests and most standardized tests, the TOEFL doesn't really measure how much English you know. The TOEFL says that it measures how much English you know, but that's not really true. The only thing that it measures is, the only thing it really measures is how well you take the TOEFL test. Okay? And so, partly, yes, you do need to know English in order to take the TOEFL and to do well at it. But there are also ways that you can learn how to better take the TOEFL exam and raise your score that don't really have to do with knowing English. Part of it is knowing how to take a test as well. So I thought what we could do is today we can talk about some of the ways that when we're taking the test we can think about the questions if we're not sure about them, and ways that we can sort of improve our chances of doing well on certain questions. Okay. So let's go to the test.
So you mean I need to practice the way to do well in the TOEFL exam?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, so it isn't just about knowing English, it's also about knowing the exam. Because if somebody doesn't know the exam and they take it, then they won't do as well as somebody who knows just as much English but knows how the exam works more. Okay, so let's go to the exam. We did this reading section last time.
Oh, I forgot the content about this article.
Yeah, that's okay. We're going to go on to the next section of the test, and we'll do it together. Okay, let's see. So we are. Where are we? Okay, so the next section is the listening section. The listening section measures. It says that it measures your ability to understand conversations and lectures in English, and partially you need to know how to listen to conversations and lectures. But also you'll need. Oh, go ahead.
I think the listening section is my weakness.
The listening section? Okay. Well, we'll be going over it together. Okay? So we'll do it together, and I'll help you to know sort of how to deal with some of the questions. So the questions usually ask about the main idea and the supporting details. So the most important thing to listen for is the main idea of the passage. If you can identify that, then that will help you to answer the questions correctly. Even if you're not sure of the answer, then you can sort of deduce the answer in some ways. Okay? And then some of the questions ask about the speaker's purpose or attitude, what they're trying to do, and how they are feeling. And some of the questions will ask what are explicitly stated by the speaker, and some of them will ask what is implied by the speakers. So what are the speakers implying without actually stating? Let's see. Okay, so in the actual test, you'll be able to take notes and write on like a piece of scrap paper and use your notes to help you answer the questions. So
how can I listen the test?
Well, in this particular case, we have the transcript, which is all the words written down. So I thought I can probably read. I can read it to you, and then that will stand in for listening to the tape. Okay. So let's go ahead and listen to the. Oh, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I think after that we can practice something about no. No. I remember we did it before. That's okay.
To practice. Sorry, say again. Okay. All right. Okay, so here is the conversation. Okay. So the narrator says, listen to a conversation between a student and her basketball coach, and then answer the questions. Hi, Elizabeth. Hey, Coach. I just thought I'd stop by to see what I missed while I was gone. Well, I've been working real hard on our plan for the next game. I've asked Susan to go over it with you before practice this afternoon, so you'll know what we're doing. Okay. By the way, how did your brother's wedding go? Oh, it was beautiful, and the whole family was there. I saw aunts and uncles and cousins I hadn't seen in years. So it was worth the trip. Oh, definitely. I'm sorry I had to miss practice, though. I feel bad about that. Family's very important. Yep. Okay. I guess I'll see you this afternoon at practice then. Just a minute. There are a couple of other things I need to tell you. Okay. First, everybody's getting a new team jacket. Wow, how did that happen? A woman who played here about 25 years ago came through a town a few weeks ago and saw a game, and she said she wanted to do something for the team, so she's buying us new jackets? Yep. Wow, that's really nice of her. Yes, it is. It's great that former players still care so much about our school and our basketball program. Anyway, you need to fill out an order form. I'll give it to you now, and you can bring it back this afternoon. I've got the forms from the other players, so as soon as I get yours, we can order. Maybe we'll have the jackets by next game. Okay. Great. And the next thing is, you know Mary's transferring to another college next week, so we'll need someone to take over her role as captain for the second half of the season. And the other players unanimously picked you to take over as captain when Mary leaves. Wow, I saw everybody this morning and nobody said a word. They wanted me to tell you. So, do you accept? Of course, but Susan's a much better player than I am. I'm really surprised they didn't pick her. They think you're the right one. You'll have to ask them their thoughts. Okay, I guess one of the first things I'll have to do as captain is make sure we get a thank you card out to the lady who's buying us the jackets. Good idea. I have her address here somewhere. And I'll make sure the whole team signs it. All the news there is. I think that's it for now. Oh, let me get you that order form. Okay, so, any questions, Linda? Before we get to the exam questions, any questions or anything unclear?
I think it can be more quickly.
It may be faster in the actual exam. They'll probably be talking fairly quickly. So I think because we know that.
I mean, you can say this more quickly. I can accept the more details.
Okay. So if I say it more quickly, that's fine. If you can handle it more difficult. Okay. Great. Okay, so the first thing I think it's important to do is to get an idea of what this, before you even look at the questions, get an idea about what the discussion is about. So what would you say, in your own words, what would you say that these people were talking about?
You mean the student?
The student and the coach. What was their conversation about?
I think we talked about many things, including the student's brother's wedding.
Yeah, the student's brother's wedding.
They buy the new team jacket.
Right.
Sorry.
And what was the last thing? The last part was that the team voted the student to be the new team captain, right? So everything that what is the connection between those three things? Like if you had to say only one thing about what they were talking about, how would you describe what their conversation was about?
I think about the training time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they're exchanging news about what happened while the student was away. So the student talks about what happened to her while she was gone at the wedding, and then the coach tells her what happened with the team while she was gone. So they're both talking about things that happened recently in the past tense. So let's look at the first couple of questions here. Okay.
Michael?
Are you connected? No, I'm good. Whoop. Are you there, Linda?
Sorry, what happened just now?
Sorry, I was disconnected for just a moment, but I'm back now. Sorry about that. We'll do a couple of minutes extra at the end of class.
I was just thought about my internet question.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So let's see. Can you still see the? Can you still see the document?
Yeah, I can see the. Yes.
You
I
can?
can see
Okay.
the question.
Okay, great. So which of these answers is correct for the first question? What do you think? Here, actually, I think I can zoom in a little bit to make the words a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I think the correct answer is C.
Right. C. Exactly. Uh-huh. Correct. C is things that happened while the woman was away. Because each of the other... so let's look at these one by one, and we can say... So this one is just incorrect. because they don't talk about how the woman should prepare for the next game. So that one we know is wrong. They don't talk about that at all. Okay. Number 2, they talk about it a little bit, but it's not complete enough, right?
Yeah, I think it's not the. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not complete enough, and then D as well is not complete and not accurate, because they don't talk about the style of the new uniform, even though they talk about the uniform a little bit. They don't talk about what style the uniforms are going to be. So answer C is the best reflection of what the dialogue was about as a whole. Okay. The other thing that's good to do is, before you look at the answers to the question, try to think of what your answer is first. So if you look down at the bottom of this page, question number 2 is, who is buying new jackets for the team? So without looking at the answers, what do you think the answer is?
I forgot. I forgot which woman. I think that's a woman. When I heard you say.
Yeah, it's a woman. So let's see. Here are the different choices. A, the coach. B, the captain of the team. C, a former player. Or D, a group of basketball fans.
I think the correct is. Sorry. Yeah. I think the correct is C.
C, correct. A former player. A former player, exactly. Okay, and so a lot of times, sometimes it's helpful to see what the answers are, or to see what the possible answers are, but sometimes the answers can just be there to confuse you. Tests like this often have trick answers. So sometimes it's good to try to think first, before you look at the answers, it's try to think for yourself, what would you answer if you didn't know what the choices were? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go on.
When you answer the question, if you can remember correctly, clearly, maybe other question, you made choice.
Exactly. Okay. Number 3. So there are 2 answers for this next question. So we'll mark 2 of the answers. And the question is, why is the woman surprised to learn that she has been chosen as the new team captain? So can you remember what her reasons for being surprised were?
Is that about a new t-shirt, a new jacket?
No, this is the third part, which is when the coach told her that the team had chosen her as the new team captain, and she was surprised about it. Do you remember why she was surprised?
Is that captain equipped matter?
The captain. Sorry, say again.
The captain. Is the captain equipped master?
Let's see. The captain is the leader of the team, not the coach, but just the leader of the players. So she has some responsibilities and makes choices for the team.
Because I learned about the bandmaster. The bandmaster. So I don't know the bandmaster.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the captain is the captain means the leader of the players. Okay, so she has some responsibilities and makes choices for the team. Responsibilities, makes choices for the team. Okay, so but she was surprised that the team had chosen her. So the question is, why was she surprised? Do you remember anything that she said?
Yeah, but I think I can't remember clearly.
Okay. Well, so if you can't remember, then we can look at the answers and see if you remember any of them being mentioned. Okay. So, do any of these four answers look familiar to you?
I think it's B.
Well, there are two correct answers here. So which answer did you say?
I think they are
B?
B
Okay.
and A.
B and A. Okay. And why do you think B and A?
I just have a.
You just sort of...
I just have a weak
Okay.
infection in my brain.
Okay. Well, you're absolutely right. Yes. A and B are the correct answers here. Yeah, she says that there is another player on the team that is better than she is. So it's A. And also she spoke to her teammates, but they did not tell her about the decision. They wanted the coach to tell her. Okay. Now, if you look at answer D, this answer is intended to trick you. This is a trick answer because she has missed a practice, right? The main point of the main point of the conversation is that she just missed practice, and so they will throw in answers like this that are plausible, that are possible, but are incorrect. So good job for not falling into that trap. Okay, let's go to the next question.
I think that is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, they'll try to be tricky about it.
I just guessed the answer.
Well, you got it exactly right, so that's good too. Remember, remember that it's the best thing is to answer all the questions, even if you're just guessing, because if you don't guess, you have no chance of getting the question right. But if you guess, then at least you have, a 1 in 4 chance of getting the question right.
Yeah.
So it's good to answer all the questions, even if you're confused and not sure. Okay, so read this part of the conversation again, and then we'll look at the question. Okay?
Sorry, my car. I think my dog is
stuck.
Yeah. I don't know
Okay,
why.
you can go help him if you need.
I need to have a look.
Okay. Okay, go for it.
Mommy! Come on.
Okay. All better now? Is your dog okay?
Yeah, he's just a puppy,
Ah, got it.
and he's very opposite without the world outside.
I see. Got it. Okay, so question 4 involves part of the conversation. So go ahead and can you read this small part of the conversation out loud?
Oh, just 2 sentences?
Yeah, just these 2 sentences.
I'm sorry I have to miss practice. So I feel bad about it. Family is very important.
Okay, so this is part of the conversation that we listened to. And here's the question. What does the man mean when he says, family is very important? So let's think about it before we look at the options for the answers. Let's think about this, what he's saying. What do you think he means when he says family is very important? Why does he say that in response to what the female student said?
Can I see the choices?
Sure. Okay. So here are the choices. A, he hopes the woman's family is doing well. B, he would like to meet the woman's family. C, the woman should spend more time with her family. Or D, the woman had a good reason for missing practice.
What's the meaning of he hopes the woman's family is doing well?
That means that he hopes that everything is okay with the woman's family, that they are healthy and happy.
Oh, so that is a wish?
Yeah, he hopes to hope something is to wish or to think it would be good if that is true.
Can I say that is a greeting?
A greeting? Not exactly. It's more like he's stating that it would make him happy if the woman's family is happy and is okay, healthy and happy.
Okay, I think. I guess the answer is C. I just guess.
C, the woman. Just guess? Okay, so possibly C. Okay, why do you think C?
It's the most, it's nearest, I think.
It's nearest? Okay, let's talk about it. So, let's talk about answer. So the important thing to keep in mind is that the meaning of what the coach says depends on the relationship of what he says to what the female student says. The student says, "I'm sorry I had to miss practice. I feel bad about that." And the male coach says, "Family's very important." So we know that what he's saying is related to what she's saying. Okay? So that's how we know that answer B is not the case, because it doesn't have anything to do with her family. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So we know it's not answer B. So let's go ahead and cross that out. It's not answer B. Let's see. I would say that the thing that connects most with what the female student says is probably answer D. She had a good reason for missing practice, because that she said she's sorry to miss practice, and he said family is very important. And we know she missed practice because she went to her brother's wedding. So perhaps when the coach is saying that family is very important, he's acknowledging that it was important that she went to her brother's wedding, and that perhaps family is more important than, attending practice all of the time. So the correct answer here is actually D. The woman had a good reason for missing practice.
But I think that
Answer
maybe
C.
the answer, maybe the answer, the answer B. I think this is another explanation.
Mm-hmm. It's another explanation.
Yeah, because I think that maybe the coach family is very important. I don't know how to say it, but it's not good. The feeling is not good.
Okay. Let's see. I think the literal meaning of what he's saying could be if the coach was only saying family is very important and it wasn't related to what the student was saying, then I think answer C would look better to me, because he could just be telling her, hey, you don't spend enough time with your family. You should spend more time with your family. But I think in response to what she's saying, that she's sorry she had to miss practice, he's reminding her, it's good that you went and spent time with your family. Family is very important. And so I think D is the best answer here. C is probably the second best answer, because A and D are both clearly incorrect. But C, I think, is not correct as well, because the woman has spent time with her family. So I don't think, and says she is sorry for it, and says she feels bad that she missed practice because of it. So I don't think the coach is telling her to spend more time with her family. He's telling her it's okay that she spent time with her family. Okay? So if he's telling her it's okay she spent time with her family, then he's saying the woman had a good reason for missing practice. If spending time with family is a good reason for missing practice. Okay?
Maybe I think I thought too much.
Yeah, I think it's you just have to keep in mind the relationship between the two parts of this little dialogue. Family is very important can mean, if he just says that, family is very important, there are many things that it could mean, but we have to think of it in the context of what the student said. Okay, let's go on ahead to the next question. Okay. Okay, so the coach says, good, that's all the news. Oops, where'd it go? Good, that's all the news there is. I think that's it for now. And why does he say that?
That's all the news there is. I think that is for now. Let's see. That is for now. I think correct is C. The last question, the last choice.
Okay, so C, let's see. Why do you think it is C?
I say D.
D, oh, D, sorry. D, okay. And why do you think D? Just a feeling. Just a feeling? Okay. So, yeah, you are correct, yes. That's absolutely correct. D is right. So A, we know it's not a question. He's not. It's not a question that needs a response and doesn't require a response. B, he's not asking the woman to do anything. C, there isn't another topic because he says this at the end of the conversation, and he says that's all. So we know it's not a change in topic. So D is yes. D is correct. Okay, excellent. Okay, so that is the end of the questions about that reading or that conversation. So in our next class, there is a second listening section that we'll do. But for now, this is the end of that particular conversation and the questions about it. Okay. Do you have any questions for me, Linda?
No. I think.
Okay.
I don't have any questions.
Okay. Good. Well, let's see. Going over what we did, I think in this time you got all of the questions correct except for the one, except for this one about the meaning, the implied meaning of the coach. So excellent. Good job on that. I think possibly you're a little bit better. Uh-huh.
I
go ahead.
think I can when I do the listening section, I can see the article before.
Okay. Well, here's what we'll do. Next time, when we do the second part of the listening, I won't share the document, so I'll just read it, and you can take notes on it. Okay? So instead of listening and reading, we'll just do just listening next time. So we'll have it so you can't see the words as I'm reading the dialogue. Okay? And we'll see how that goes. Okay, excellent. All right, so then next time we'll do the second part of the reading, and we'll keep on going on with the TOEFL practice test. Okay.
How about
All right.
oral English?
Say again.
How about the oral English?
Oral English, yeah. I believe that oral English is next after so speaking, I think, is next after the listening section. Let me just make sure. So after this, yeah, there's a speaking section that we'll go over in the class after that. And then finally, there is a writing section as well at the very end. Yeah. Okay. So next time we'll do another listening. We'll go a little bit deeper with the listening questions, and then we'll turn to the oral section, and then maybe do a couple of class sessions on that, and then the writing section will be the last section. Okay?
So something about my homework?
About for homework? Let's see. Yeah, for homework, let's see.
So you forgot the homework?
Yeah, I don't think that we'll have homework based on the exam, because I don't think that we can really do that. But for homework, why don't you listen to just listen to a news broadcast in English, and memorize one of the. So listen to it. Listen to a news broadcast in English.
What is the broadcast?
Broadcast just means you can think of it as meaning a show, a news show in English. So it could be like a radio program. Sorry, say again? Oh, not like Modern Family. That would be a show, yeah, but a news show. So like the BBC News or some kind of English radio program. Okay. Or CNN.
But how can you?
Also.
But how can you know? How can you know which news broadcast I saw?
Good question. Let's see. Let me give you the let me give you an address for it, and we'll see if you can see it. Okay. Okay. So here is the web address, and so there. So this is the CNN Student News. And if you go to that site, it should allow you to simply click the image to play, and it will play a short news clip for you. Okay?
Could you please send the address to me? I think I can,
Yeah, I will email that to you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, I think that's all for now. We're a little bit over, so we'll see you next time. All right. Bye, Linda.
Right. Bye, Michael.